There we go. Just as Taro Pup starts hacking up a hairball or
There
whatever
we
he
go.
does.
That's funny.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm
You're living
here.
life?
Living life to the absolute minimum. I mean,
Maximum.
fullest.
Fullest. Extreme.
Yeah, yeah. All of the above.
Love it.
Thankfully, not all at the same time, but there's been variety. Let's just say that. How about you?
Variety. Yeah, it's one big stew pot. But it's good. It's been went to a Christmas party this weekend for my husband's work, so that was really nice.
Oh, good.
And
Nice.
yeah, we stayed at an amazing place in Richmond. It was like a new age hotel. I can't remember what it is right now, but it was just so amazing and cool. And we relaxed, and then we ordered room service in the morning. So it was a good weekend. And
Good.
then
Well,
yeah,
that's
and then
nice.
yeah, and then today's been a crazy cleaning day, but yeah, I can't seem to sleep in lately. So I got up and I did most of it already.
Oh, well, there
I
you
know.
go. Way to be prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Francis. She says she's ready for some energy this week. Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Well, don't expect it from us. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a weekend. We've had lots of rain here, lots of flooding. I didn't end up going to get my hair done on Friday because the roads weren't going to cooperate. So, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Things are what they are, and I think for me personally, that's an ongoing thing. So we're just going to go with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all you have to do, right? Can't change
Yep.
it. Yeah.
Exactly. Cannot change it. Yeah. Okay. I was going to put this up in the chat. I mean, on the bottom here. To just, if you want to use your intuition and to know which, sorry, I think I still have peanut butter sandwich in my tooth. Um, which energy you feel message you need, use your intuition and choose A or B. And we'll give you some time because we're going to chat a little bit before we get to that point. So,
Yeah.
um,
So
yeah.
I have a question coming to you right now. Maybe other people can put it in the comments too. But the how do you feel like how intense is the energy going to be this week? Like on a scale from 1 to 10.
Well, actually, I'm getting mixed signals. Like it's both. It's both. And I guess what I'm really picking up is that almost the more we want something like desperately, the harder it's going to be. That's kind of what I'm picking up. I don't know if it's
Mm-hmm.
just personal experience or what. What about you?
Yeah. Yeah, well, like it was coming to me, and it's like, ask that question because I feel like, how things just there's some weeks or some, energies that are just like, like so soft, but I don't know. This week feels like it's quite intense. So I would say on a scale from like I would say about a 7 or 8, and I do feel that there's going to be a little piece of it being a 9 for some people, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's just like the energy, like where things just come,
Mm.
and it's quite heightened.
Yeah, and I'm thinking it's not necessarily a bad thing, like you said. It could be someone
No.
feeling really excited about something. To me, that's just like the emotional um, scale of
Mm,
things, right?
mhm,
What
mhm.
about you guys in the comments? What do you feel like the energy is like from a scale of 1 to 10 this week? And I think kind of forewarned is forearmed, so to speak. Um, or the other way around. I don't know how that saying goes, but I mean, it
Don't
is
ask me because
often.
I always get all the things.
What's that?
So don't ask me because I always get the sayings all mixed up and they're backwards and sideways. I'm like, Uh, you get what I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll just say it like we want to say it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel that realistically it's kind of nice to project what we want, and yet at the same time we need to have that bit of realism to be like, okay, what is, like, if we actually look at our agenda, our schedule, our calendar, whatever you want to call it, and it's like, what's coming up? I know, at least for me as an introvert, if I have too much social stuff coming up, I kind of get into overwhelm and be like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. um so I have to shift that into, I get to do that, and it's like, okay, it enables me to have the energy, because we are our own power plant of energy, so we choose what we put out, and what when we need to step back and recharge. So having a look at what the schedule is like can make a big difference. And I don't mean you have to have everything like nailed down to the hour, but I like to at least know what's coming up, so I can kind of energetically prepare. That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
just the ostrich. I put my head in the sand. No.
Yeah. But I mean, you have kind of like moral support, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, you got your hubby you can, you know, rely on a little bit and stuff like that. And I think I used to probably be like that too, but now it's a different ball game for me. So it's kind of interesting how we kind of can each represent that side of things for people who are dealing with stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
what's Francis say here? I pulled a card this morning saying let go. So I'm trying to just let something come to me and not be pushing. Hard to do for me. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
But I
hard one.
mean, that is a mindset. Where are we going to fight for that limitation that yes, it is hard, or it's like it used to be? Up to this point it might have been hard, but maybe we learn to kind of go with it. I actually like that as a message. Let go. That gives
Mhm.
me permission to not have to structure everything the way I think it should go.
Well, I like, for something like that, I like to look at, okay, what is it? What is it that's bothering me? What is it that is happening? Can I change it? And to what extreme can I change it? Do I have any power there? Do I have any, like, ways of shifting, you know, the situation? And if there's not, it's just like, I've done what I could. And it's like, okay, I will leave it in hands, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And then that's when you say you go stick your head in the sand. Only if it's warm sand and soft.
Yeah. More like I just dip my toes in the sand.
Well, that
Have
sounds
my
nice.
sun in the face, or my face in the sun. See, backwards day.
Yeah. Monday, day mun. Day
Uh,
mun.
yes. Yep.
Yeah. So it is, often it is what it is, especially this time of year. It seems to be, and when it's winter and it's kind of cold and miserable and rainy, it's doesn't take as much to kind of go down that meh path. Maybe it's just me. So it takes a little bit more energy to shake that off and to do something about it instead of just wallowing in it. So I don't know. For me, I like to surround myself with things that make me happy and put on music that's upbeat, things that really kind of speak to my senses. Maybe put a nice scent in the diffuser and smell that. Peppermint is always good, especially this time of year. You think of peppermint candy canes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What do you do, Raf?
Yeah, probably the same. I think the biggest one that has made the biggest difference for me when things are a little bit overwhelming, so on and so forth. For me, it's actually just getting out and going for a walk. It really shifts, right? Like you're walking through whatever it is that you're going through, and the fresh air, change the scenery, really does a whole number. Like physically, emotionally, spiritually. Just it helps really shift a lot of
Mm-hmm.
things. So that's been my go-to this year.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, always the house and all that kind of stuff. Clean up clutter, activates, a calming energy, and you know, putting some magic in the house. But first, I feel like you have to do your own magic and to, work on yourself and get out there and do something.
Yeah. Yeah. So true. But what do you do on the days where it is pouring rain?
Well, I'm fortunate. I have a lot of exercise gear in my home, and I'm like, jump on there for a little bit. And, so, you feel good about working out or, putting some movement in. And, it's like, yes, I did it today. You can check that off the list.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so glad I got that walking pad because on days like it is now, or, and I can't go for walks. Like Elliot's still in his bandage, cast, or whatever you want to call it, and he can't go for walks. So, and the weather hasn't been that fantastic. So to at least have that and listen to some good music and but you're right. Like if you're feeling off, you're feeling miserable or whatever, movement is great. Especially I seem to walk a lot faster. If I'm kind of in a pissy mood. So hey, Renee's here. Hi, Renee. Good to see
I
you.
know, Renee. Yeah, and
So
you know what? Like things in the house, if you're in a shitty ass mood or things are feeling kind of, you don't even have to be in a shitty ass mood. You could just be agitated or just unsettled and all that. And if you do some things to tweak your home, I'm like, energy is everything. And so, like, who's starting the energy? If I'm in this kind of whatever, I won't even put a name to it, like, but a mood. Anything I do in the home, I'm transferring that energy into the home. So it's always kind of good to be able to, however you do it, even meditating, whatever, have a shower, so on and so forth, to shift that energy before you, or put that energy into your home for, shifting.
yeah, definitely. Like I believe material things absorb energy, and I'm really grateful that I'm in a space now where I affect the energy. No one else does. Where before I was in a not very great situation and it took a lot of work to, to clear stuff. So I guess a question would be for people who obviously don't live alone and they have other people there who everyone's entitled to be in a bad mood. So what is a good thing for people who they can't obviously, kick the people out of their house? You're in a bad mood, get out. So what's a good thing for us to share that would help someone clear the energy in a way that's supportive for themselves?
Realistically, I think it all stems from, from within, right? Like, is like putting up like that emotional, like, okay, this is yours. This is not mine. I'm not taking it on. Remove the energy from yourself and, go about your own day, but easier said than done.
Yeah. And you're right. I think it really does come from within. And I think, I'm thinking in my past scenarios, what I really learned, and near the end, it was good because I really learned to disassociate from it in a healthy way, so that I was like, okay, well, that this doesn't need to affect me. What can I do instead? So I just imagine I have like I'm surrounded by a beautiful wall of energy. And if things were kind of particularly bad, I would have like a mirror facing out, so that energy coming at would see itself and realize, I'm hoping that, what's going on. But to just, like you say, to just use our own energy and see where we can empower ourselves or clear the energy when we need to. I think that if that's all we can do, and the beautiful thing is no one needs to know what we're doing. We can use our own visuals. We can use our own imagination in our mind and do the things to clear ourselves that way. Because I'm a big believer that our mental energy really affects our emotional energy. And it can be vice versa, but often it's our thoughts that create how we feel about something. So when we can kind of take a look at, what am I allowing to um, to affect me right now, and how can I shift it enough that I get a bit of a break from it,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah, and if
So
you want to use like fine tools and all that, like salt is a huge one. Like it's so good, right? I have salt
salt.
bowls all over the house, and if it's really bad, I sprinkle salt on the floor and the carpets and let it sit
Get
for a
rid of the
little.
demons.
It absorbs it, and it does help, and it does to each their own. But I feel for myself, it really does shift a lot of energy.
Yeah, and I know you mentioned that a few years ago, and I was like, it does make a difference. And I can't sprinkle salt on the floor. Who would lick it up? So, but to do what you had originally said, like a salt bowl, put it somewhere with that intention that it is absorbing the energy. So what do you do with it afterwards then? How long would you leave it, and what would you do with it after?
I think it really depends on how tuned in you are. Like everybody has their own way of doing it. My way of doing it is I feel the shift of like, oh, it's feeling heavy, and I just dispose of it down the toilet, because you don't want to put it in a sink where you're preparing food, doing your dishes, where you're putting it back into your body. So you want to just flush it, and yeah,
Literally.
literally, yeah, and then just start all over again. But yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
my cell bowls need to be shifted or cleared.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good thing to do on a regular basis. And I love what you said, because it really boils down to intuitively, like, what do you think? We always want to look to someone else we think is an expert, but we're the expert of ourselves and our own energy. And I think when we start turning those questions inward, that makes a big difference. And that's why Raphael and I are always, trust your intuition. What can you do to really
Yeah.
trust yourself and whatever it is you need? Because we really know what we need.
Yeah,
So
and you know what? It's so funny, like with working with people and all that. It's like they actually have the answers, but it's almost like they need confirmation. But like seriously,
yes.
listen to the subtle feelings of like, if you have an urge to open up the window and just let some airflow do it, right? Like listen to yourself, listen to what the energy is around and what it's telling you also. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we live in a noisy world. It's easy to forget that kind of stuff. So we got some comments here. Francis says, I use Florida water to clean my house, and it really picks up my mood. As I clean, I open the door and push negativity out. Yes,
Oh,
I
I
love that.
love Florida water. I have to get some more.
Mm.
I haven't used it in quite a while, but like, just it's amazing.
And
Agreed.
oh, hello, ascending universal butterfly. Hello, good to see you. Happy Monday. Renee saying that she showers with sage soap. Yeah, I love that. I love that. And
What kind of sage
I
soap?
what kind of sage soap? Raph wants to know. And she says I smudge and Reiki into
Mm-hmm.
seas. Oh, sending it to the sea, sending it to the saltwater bucket, not flicking it away. Learned that from a healer. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's so many amazing ways. And I think the thing is to, if you're not sure, to try something. Don't try a bunch of different things. Try one thing and just see if you notice a difference. And if it works, do it. Keep doing it. If it doesn't, then try something else. It's not saying it doesn't work. It just might not work for that situation or that energy or that moment or for you. So, oh, Renee says I use Florida spray. Here we go with Florida spray again, and sage, and then sweetgrass. So you make
Mm-hmm.
your own then, by the sound of it.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. I'm
sounds
allergic
interesting.
to sweetgrass, and it's so frustrating.
Oh, I
Yeah.
never knew that.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I love sage and incense,
Yeah.
that, right? And I think different energies call for different things. So that's where you also, yeah. this doesn't feel
Yeah.
right, so I'm going to use this instead, right?
Yeah. And for those of you who can't light things and smoke, you can just use the plant itself. It has vibrational energy to it. I love the smell of sage, even incense, and I prefer it not burning. But I mean, sometimes burning is required. It depends on the energy. But again, if you can't do, you got to find a way that works for you, right? Oh, Renee says, no, I have real sweet grass and a spray. Okay.
Beautiful.
Raphael wants to know about that sage spray. Keep us posted. All right. So I need everyone to tune into the message you're most need to know. Like, what's the energy message of this week? And I want you to put in the comments either A or B to know which message you feel is for you. So pop them in there. Oh, Renee's going to DM. Cool. Or let us know when we see you on Wednesday for group. Yeah. So before we even say what it is, we're going to do it different this time. This way, you're not going to know who's going first. We're finally figuring this out. And if you're wondering what we're talking about, just choose A or B. Put it in the chat, A or B. You're just putting the energy out there of what the energy message or forecast. I'm neutral, A or B. No, that's no bueno. No, you have to choose. You've got to choose. But here's the cool thing is that whatever one you end up resonating with, but it's putting it out there. It's putting it out there. To me, it's an exercise in using your intuition, right?
Exactly. But I would also suggest maybe pick one for the first energy and then the one as a confirmation of backup energy that can help you throughout the week.
Or I shouldn't say A or B, but one of them could be the beginning of the week and the other could be the end of the week as well. So Precious Angel Solutions. Hello there. She wants A. Hello. Nice to see you. Thank you for being here. All right. So we've got a B, we've got an A, we've got a neutral, we've got another B. Francis is B. Cool. Thanks for playing along, you guys. Yeah. So let me just get rid of that so I don't have to keep staring at that at the bottom of the screen. Ah, that's better. So I'm going to go first.
Okay, so you're A.
Right, so I'll be A. And the reason I want to go first is I'm not prepared. And I figured if I go second, then I'm just going to be picking up on the similar energy that Raphael is. So what I'm picking up is that and Mercy's here. Hi, Mercy. Oh, and you did decide B. Okay, cool. That I really feel that sometimes we're really just not sure of what to expect or how to act or any of the above. And that's totally okay. I feel that sometimes we need to just tune back into our body and to trust that we'll know how we're meant to receive energy in the moment that we receive it. So I'm going to pull my first card here. This is an oracle card. I went from nothing's coming to they're all going crazy. Oh, I love this. 44. Perfect storm. The courage to step into life. I mean, to me, that's just confirming what I said. Is that no matter what, you can't know what every moment is going to hold. So you do need to just start trusting yourself. And you don't need to plan everything to the nth degree because that takes a lot of energy. And it's not always going to work out the way you want it to. So you've kind of wasted that energy. So to me, you're actually conserving energy if you just allow yourself to channel the energy through you in the moment you need to. You know, maybe you're driving in traffic and all of a sudden there's a standstill and you're stuck in rush hour. You know, what are you going to do in that moment? You going to start honking your horn? That's not going to do any good.
Why not?
Maybe
Everybody else does.
I know, but we're not everyone else. But you know, maybe there was an accident and it's like, have some, I don't know, have some respect or have some gratitude. Think it's too bad that there was an accident, but you weren't involved in it. Your payment, instead of injury or car problems, is to be patient and wait your turn until you can get through the situation, right? So to me, there is always a way to give you what you need, and you just need to start trusting yourself. So another card also came. This one's wild. Galactic Mushroom, the Divine Matrix. And what I get from that is to just remind yourself that you can shift your own thoughts. You have the power, and I was kind of saying that earlier. You have the power. Whatever you're thinking, you're going to create that as an emotion. So the more you just trust whatever is going on, even the shitstorm, that you have that calmness within you when you decide to let your energy take you there. I mean, not every situation is a calm one. I really like that. And it's 44. To me, that's the angels are surrounding you. So, do you pick up anything from these, Raphael?
Well, from that one, it just feels like it is a perfect storm. So, like with the storm, there's a foundation that is being placed. So, yeah, very good.
Yeah, I love that.
Support.
Yeah. What about that one?
I feel that one is the energy. I have that deck too. It's a good deck. And that one is always a little bit wonky for me. This time, like it's kind of just communicating of the outcome will be as far as you plan it. And so trust in your own inner wisdom and put that energy. Don't be too afraid to make a wish. Don't be too afraid to have a dream. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You know, don't be afraid to want nice things in life. Don't be afraid to show yourself and the good person that you are. So it's just like just like having that inner magic and putting it out there into the world and universe.
Yeah, believing in yourself. Things might feel a bit wonky, but sometimes you got to go through that to feel better. Yeah, I love that. Let's see. Wow, what a message! Oh, thank you. I'm better when I don't plan ahead. I think my angels stand there with the scoreboard and mark me out of 100 for every challenge. Oh no, I hope not. So that was the message for me for this coming week, and let's turn it over to Raphael.
Well, hello. And I too did not prepare as we were sitting down right before the live. I'm like, quick little scribble. But the energy that did come to me is basically expect the unexpected this week. You know, what did I write? And then it's also like the energy of take it on the chin. So, you know, when, you know, just like, oh, I got this. Show the world that you can rise above. So it's about honoring that the strength that and the resilience that you do have within, and to help you, you know, if you look back and all the obstacles and energies and things that you've been through, we have all survived this, right? We probably have a lot of scars, but you know, it gives your, you know, character. So is my philosophy. And then The other energy is like swirly twirly, like it was like, swirly energy, and it's just like twirly and so on and all that. Like it's just like it's like that. What is it? It's not a tornado, but it's one of those like small little dust tornadoes.
Dust devils.
Dust devils, yes.
Whirlwind.
Whirlwinds, yeah. And so definitely, I think my guides want like to really, you know, instill in this message is expect the unexpected. So, and that could be good things, a lot of things that are just kind of rise up from out of nowhere, and you're like, oh, where did this come from? But and then two cards fell out. So this one is the energy of, with this energy that is coming through, that things will be revealed and exposed, as it says, and you can see things in a new light, and it's going to show you an avenue and a path. It's going to clear a path to help you get through and navigate through the different things. And realistically, what I'm picking up right now, it is for you to help you reach your destination. And so they really want that to be instilled in this message, is it's an avenue to reach your destination.
Love it.
With that, and then this card, and I haven't even looked at it yet, and I wrote down what is hidden. Tender embrace.
Tender embrace. Aw, elephants. Nice.
Yeah. And so the hidden aspect of like, I feel that is like to help us get through whatever is going to be taking place and so on and so forth, is to like obviously remember your own heart and your own way of doing things and taking care of yourself 100%. But I feel like the avenue more so is remember where the other people and situations are coming from, and to look at it in this perspective this week. So don't take it on as self, take it on as a viewpoint of where these energies are actually coming from. So hopefully that makes sense.
Yeah. Actually, I like that one because to me, it's reminding us that it's not always about us. It's about our connections and our connections with other people, other situations, and to have that compassion for what's transpiring around us.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful card. Well, it's 22 as well. That's a good master number.
Mm-hmm.
Partnering with the divine, I hear with that coming up. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a good message. Let's see. So there you go. Both messages have landed on the launch pad of the heart so beautifully. So see, it was A and B, but thank you for playing.
Yes, that's so good.
Thank you so much, ladies, for all the fantastic work you do, loving and supporting us all. Oh, thank you. And thank you for all the work that you do, and everyone, for being here. And make sure you hit that like button. If you need to find it on the live, close the comments out, at least on YouTube. Press X on the comments, and then you can reach the little thumbs up button. That would be helpful. So, any last words before we head into the week?
I'm getting the energy of like sip on some tea, something warm, soothing, and just be an observer.
I love that. And I'll add to that. I'll add a little sugar to that. It's like make things magical. Like Raphael suggests sipping on tea. So you've got to go through the act of putting on the kettle and getting the tea bag. Put your attention on what you're doing and put magic into it. It's not so much why you're doing it. I'm doing this because I want tea, but it's like, this is going to help me feel cozy, or like really make it your own beautiful little magical ritual, just an everyday thing. And that is helping you build the energy up in your space, in your body, in your heart, in your mind, that no matter what the weather's doing out there, like now it's literally coming down in a sheet of rain. No matter what's going on outside, outside of you, anything affecting you because other people are having their bad day, it doesn't need to affect you on the inside. So that's my little message for you.
Beautiful.
Thank you for being here and sharing your presence and light on the channel. Thank you. Thank you, Ascending Beautiful, wonderful, Universal Butterfly. And for everyone else, Renee, Francis, Mercy. Who else did we have here? I know there was someone who was new here. Can't scroll on up, but thank you so much for being here. Appreciate all of you and have a super week. We are going to be here again next Monday, as far as I know. So we'll see you then. All right. Peace.
Take care.